Hey guys, so right now we are in Stowe, Vermont. We've been traveling in a 2019 Toyota 4Runner. We've been up through Chicago, Michigan, through Toronto and
Montreal.
Montreal, that's right. Quebec. Quebec was the state. Province, whatever, Canada. Woohoo!
So we just wanted to talk about 5 things we don't like about not traveling in our van, and 5 things we absolutely love about traveling in this particular 2019 4Runner. So let's be honest, so far traveling without our van is a little weird. The first really weird thing about not having our van is that I'm constantly still looking for places to park in. I'm looking at parking meters to see when they expire. I'm looking for free parking. I'm looking for places where we're close to sidewalks so that we can walk Sage in the morning. I cannot turn that part of my brain off, even though we have Airbnbs and hotels.
So one of the most annoying things that I complained about when we first moved into the van, which ironically got easier, I've lost things in the van more frequently than I lost them in the apartment. Now, that went down, and now that we're traveling again, being away from the van, I've found myself losing things more often. So maybe it's just because when I have a change of scenery, I end up losing stuff more often, or something weird like that, I don't know. I've noticed that I've lost quite a bit of stuff on this trip. It's not necessarily the fact that I've lost it, it's just it was in a completely different place than I would have put it otherwise.
Okay, so just like Kodiak said, it has been totally different. I feel like I'm misplacing things, putting them in a closet when we don't have a closet in the van, and I'm just losing a lot of stuff, and I'm constantly having to check to make sure that I didn't forget something in one of these hotel rooms. When you're in a van, you take off your jacket and it's already in your van. It's already in the car, so you don't ever have to worry about it. And now that we have extra places to put things, I'm losing stuff all the time. The third weird thing is, of course, not having our dog. Sage is a huge part of our life. We are constantly taking her outside, making sure we have a place for her, going to coffee shops that allow dogs, and not having her is really, really weird. We miss her a lot, but more than that, it's weird not having to get up and then take her for a walk, or asking each other whether or not if we fed the dog. I don't like leaving her behind. And
so it has been absolutely weird not having Sage. On one hand, it's really, really nice because we don't have to worry about her. We don't have to worry about leaving her in the rig. We don't have to worry about trying to have all of that same stuff. It is nice.
The fourth thing that's weird about not having our van is that we can't cook. So we don't go to the grocery store. Instead, we've been eating out a lot. And it's really weird not to just pull over, make yourself dinner or lunch or breakfast.
The method is about the same. You know, we're still on our phones looking for places, but instead of looking for a cool grocery store or something that's unique about, you know, shopping for the food, we're actually shopping for restaurants. That's also just, I don't know, really kind of odd and kind of fun, to be honest with you. We've had some amazing food. Since we've been traveling, we have a little list we're sticking to, and on that list is what every single state is known for. We've had deep dish pizza from Chicago, poutine in Canada, and yes, I know I said that wrong, I am sure of it. What else is on our list? We have a smoked grilled sandwich for Vermont.
Grilled cheddar cheese for Vermont.
Lobster somewhere. We've been definitely enjoying the fact that we don't have a kitchen, for the fact that it's just we eat different. But it kind of sucks too, just because we can't make food the way we like to make it. Instead of using a little bit of olive oil or a little bit of butter, we're susceptible to what the chef wants to cook. And, you know, vast majority of the time, the chef just puts a stick of butter in with everything anyways. I mean, it's true.
So the fifth and final thing that's weird about not having our van is that we can't sleep in our own bed. I think we got really spoiled the first couple of times we were traveling because you pull up and you sleep in your own bed. It's really nice, but Now we have to sleep in hotel beds, which aren't always the comfiest, or Airbnb beds, which you don't know what you're gonna get. And Kodiak was smart enough to bring his own pillow. That doesn't really make up for the fact that you're not sleeping in your own bed.
It's weird because normally that's something you complain about when you travel anyways. But because we've been traveling and had our bed with us, it's a different type of complaint, you know? You don't wake up in your home, you don't wake up in your bed and then go explore a new place. You wake up in a new place and you continue to explore the new place. Those are the 5 things kind of annoy us about not being in our van. But here's 5 more things about what we like about how we've been traveling. So as a little background, what we've been traveling in is a 2019 Toyota 4Runner with my motorcycle on the back. So we actually have 2 modes of transportation that we're toting around with us.
So the first thing that we absolutely love about driving in this new 2019 vehicle is that you don't have to worry about breaking down. You don't have to worry about any of the maintenance issues or anything like that because it's brand new. If anything breaks down, we're covered under warranty, and it's highly unlikely that it's going to do so anyway. All right, number 2. A really nice feature of this is that it goes above 70 miles per hour. We can drive at a normal speed limit. It's really nice to actually be able to go the speed limit or accelerate to pass somebody and not worry about our van leaking after we do so. Our van is notorious for being able to only do 70 miles an hour on the interstate or any of the highways, and it's really, really nice to be able to actually do the speed limit. Alright, the third thing that we love about driving in this vehicle is that it's extremely comfortable. It's got brand new seats, they aren't worn out, everything works, the air conditioning works, it's extremely comfortable. And we love driving in it. Despite the fact that we miss our van, it's kind of nice to have seats that you can sit in for more than, you know, a couple hours before your back starts to hurt.
So one of the other amazing things about this vehicle, it's a 4x4 vehicle, which ultimately means it has higher ground clearance. In the van, I have to worry and fret about dragging the gas tank. Yeah, the gas tank is the lowest point on our van. Not the rear diff, which is the thing in between your 2 back tires, not the transmission, not the motor, the gas tank. So if I bounce that thing off of a rock, well guess what? A, we're out of gas, and B, we basically have an EPA disaster on our hands because I just leaked 35 gallons of gasoline all over the place. With this guy, it's designed for it. That means that the lowest point is a reinforced diff. We don't have to worry about that almost at all because it's so high off the ground. That is one of the absolute nicest things about driving a 4x4 vehicle, and this vehicle in particular. So the 5th and final thing is this carries 4 people so much easier. Yes, the van can carry 4 people, it probably could carry a lot more, but there's only seats for 2. That means that if anyone else wants to come with us, they have to sit on the bed, which may or may not be legal in some states. However, I will give the van half a point in this instance because the capacity for the van just to carry your stuff is so much higher. I mean, we have our entire lives in that thing, let alone, you know, cooking and food and all of that stuff. Whereas it struggles to have 4 people.